What's going on, heroes, and welcome to today's video. I am super pumped about this one. We are going to be taking an in-depth look at the Force of Will power pool. This power pool was implemented into the Homecoming servers in their most recent patch on October 1st. It was issue 26, page 3. So this did put some new content into the game. Now, you may be asking yourself, should I take this power pool? Does it look cool? Is it better than other power pools? We're going to take a look in this video and find out. Hop on over with me in game, and also keep in mind that at the time of filming this video, it is the month of October, which I say is Halloween month. So I do have my good friend Elvira here with me in this video, keeping a watch over my inspiration. So that's why you see the black cat in the video. Just a heads up. You can see here I have both power pools on my bars here. So I've got the leaping power pool and the new Force of Will power pool right below it. I will show you, I completely respect the character just for this video, so I have no enhancements anywhere, but you can see that I've taken all abilities for the Force of Will and all abilities for the leaping. So let's get into the good stuff, the stuff that you are really actually here to see. So what we're going to do, as I mentioned, both of these have a leaping ability. So we're going to kind of judge and see how high each of these go. Now, if you read the description on them, so let's take a look at Super Jump first. If we go to the detailed info, you'll notice that jump height is at 2,780%. So let's take a look at the Mighty Leap, which is from the Force of Will. You will also notice it is 2,780% jump height. So theoretically should be the same, but for science, we're going to test it today. So what I'm going to do is just stand in front of this building, kind of zoom out a little bit. First, we're going to activate Super Jump. So I'm just going to hold down spacebar and jump as high as it will go. Perfect. So as you can see, the Mohawk goes right just a little bit above the banner that's on this building. So next, let's activate Mighty Leap and see how high it goes. Exact same result. I mean, I could put something here on the screen, maybe stop it and show side-by-side screenshots, but pretty much the exact same. So as many of you probably already noticed, when Mighty Leap is toggled on, you gain access to another ability called Takeoff. Now this ability gives you a plus to your jump speed and also does a faux knockdown. You'll notice that it does not do any damage. It's just a faux knockdown and a plus 2 jump speed. So let's go find some guys that I can show you exactly what this does. Now, to get, again, access to this, you do have to have Mighty Leap toggled on. So let's go ahead and try it. And as you can see, they go flying, but again, taking no damage. So I'm going to have to take care of these guys real quick. I'm going to do my signature Sands of Mew move right quick. Maybe, if he'll stand still. All right, get that guy taken care of. So another thing I would like to do, as you saw, the jumping height is the same between the two of them. Let's take a look, however, at distance. So what I'm going to do is just hold down space and press forward and see how far we actually go. So we're going to jump from the same spot and we're just going to jump straight across. So this will be the Mighty Leap ability. So we're just going to jump up and forward as far as it will take us. Hand off the keyboard. So roughly the first door at this building. So let's go back. And again, keep in mind, you know, you could do multiple tests here, but this will give you a rough idea, you know, if there's a huge difference between them. So same spot, we are going to use super jump. Okay, press and hold both. Off keyboard. And pretty much the exact same. So distance appears to be the same as well as height. However, if you notice, when toggling on Mighty Leap, again, Takeoff gives you a +2 jump speed. So does this mean that it could actually help you jump further? Let's take a look. Let's go from the same spot. So we're going to use our Takeoff ability. You'll notice it puts a little thing here. Let's jump again. Same place, jumping and holding forward. Hand off the keyboard. And yes, you will actually leap further with that +2 your jump speed. So not higher, but you will go further with each jump. So that's a pretty cool benefit that you get from the Force of Will power pull. But again, you would have to use that Takeoff ability first to get access to that. Let's take a look at some of the other abilities that you get with each of them. So for the Force of Will, you do also get a debuff that you can use on enemies. So the description, Weaken Resolve, is you overwhelm your foe with sheer strength of will, reducing their defense damage resistance and chance to hit with a long recharge. So let's go ahead and try that out on an enemy. And before we do, let me go ahead and tell you about the next one, Project Will. This is actually going to be a psionic and smash range damage ability, and it does have a chance for foe knockdown as well. So you manifest your willpower into a blast and project it toward a distant foe. So let's go ahead. What we're going to do is apply that debuff to an enemy, and then we will use that power as well. Okay, so pretty cool little effect. Now let's try the Project Will. So as you can see, it does have the foe knockback ability. And since we've generated some attention here, let's go ahead and take a look at one of the other damaging abilities, Wall of Force. This is actually going to be a ranged cone ability that also does psionic smashing damage, and as you notice, has a chance at foe knockdown. So let's go ahead and try that one out as well. We can find somebody that'll stand still. Okay, so another, again, not making best use of the cone ability with multiple mobs, but you get the idea. So the animations and the effects are pretty cool. You have almost like these waves that come around you and then you use them. So that's pretty neat. Let's also take a look at the last one, which is Unleash Potential. I probably should have showed this first. This is actually just a buff for yourself. That will give you a moderate boost to defense, regeneration rate, and recovery for a short time. So you could just apply that to yourself whenever it's up and available. So let's go ahead and try that cone ability one more time. There we go. That's a little bit better use of it to kind of show you what it's capable of. So let's take a look at what's different in the leaping power pool. So as you can see, basically with Force of Will, you get the more or less the same travel power with Mighty Leap versus Super Jump. You get a buff, a debuff, and 2 attacks. A ranged attack and a ranged cone attack. With the leaping power pool, most of you are probably already familiar with this. You're going to get Jump Kick, which is a foe knockdown ability that does damage. You're also going to get Combat Jumping, which is kind of a buff to you. It gives you a bonus to your defense, and it also adds resistance to immobilization and moderately increases your jump height. Now, you cannot pair this with Super Jump. It's one or the other. So if we go up to some mobs, I'll show you the attack with Jump Kick. The biggest thing you're going to notice between leaping and Force of Will is leaping primarily focuses around mobs being in melee range. The only one really that melee range matters in the Force of Will would be the Takeoff ability. So we'll go ahead and try the Jump Kick. And then you are also going to get another damaging attack with the leaping power pull that is Spring Attack. This is a smashing damage ability and also has foe knockdown. So let's try that on this guy. Okay, so we missed, but you get the point. It can actually teleport you to the location of the mobs, and then you'll come down and do literally a spring attack on them. The last ability I have not shown you yet in the leaping power pool is Acrobatics. This is going to be another toggle ability, just like the combat jumping. While this power is active, you are very nimble and acrobatic. You can avoid most knockback effects and are resistant to hold effects. So as you can see, I can apply that toggle. You can see our character kind of moving around like he's in a boxing ring or something like that. I would say the key difference here, so you're wondering why really compare the two. The reason I compare the leaping power pool and the force of will is because both of them have a jumping travel power. So you may be asking yourself, why would I pick one over the other? For the new one, for force of will, I feel like it's much more fitting for a ranged player, so a blaster, controller, defender, something like that. For the leaping, I feel like it's more fitting for a melee character like a brute or a scrapper or a tanker, etc. So let me know down in the comment section below if you are going to take it, or maybe you've already tried it. Let me know what you think about it. And remember, if you haven't done so already, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Doesn't cost you a thing. It's 100% free, and let's continue to grow this positive, welcoming gaming community. I'll see you guys in Paragon City soon. Positive Gamer, peace out.